two of you underneath this thing and another one wrapped up, getting the life squoze out of you. Today's episode very much could be
getting dicey.
No, I fixed it. No,
It's like a husk. It's more like a creature's next to you going.
It's not that bad. It's not
but a small imagine a small creature doing that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Like a quokka.
And they're
they're so
cute.
happy.
A quokka doing that.
Every breathing into your ear.
Just a quokka being a real creep.
All right. Okay. It's a whole new round of initiative. So I've taken back the initiative cards and I've shuffled them up. And I'll get each of you to drag just one card over to your little initiative area underneath at the bottom of the map. And so we can see what this new initiative is. Some of the things that I haven't sort of... I don't know if we just haven't had a chance to discuss them or not, but obviously when it's if an attack happens to you, you can always either dodge or repel it and stuff like that, or perish.
Oh, I don't remember that coming up.
Only if you haven't already had your turn. Yeah. So because basically you use your turn.
Coming last.
Yeah, to have a go. Anyway, let's get some goblin cards out. And we'll get out. Oh, no. I was not wanting to see the start with the...
Roman numeral for I. I think there's like 17, I think.
Yeah. All right, we're going to start off with the White Death at the top of the turn order. The attack inflicts that. The victim cannot move. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, we're going to roll an attack for this creature and see what it is going to do. It rolled that same thing again. It's that constriction, that the tail wrapped around Digby. This time, instead of rolling 2 6s for its damage, it has rolled 2 1s for its damage. It only does 2 damage as it just constricts tighter around Digby.
Or a little less tight.
It is, well, yeah, true. But it's trying to, but it's like it's unable to do that same
not
crushing
enough
damage.
to squeeze my armor. Is that right? Because I've got 4.
You've got that. Yeah, you're totally right. So you would have taken 2 damage, but your armor is stopping that. It's squeezing around the armor. You can feel the armor creaking, that chainmail kind of like creaking around you, but it's not quite giving through. I don't know how chainmail is doing
like
that.
A giant blood pressure test.
yeah. So it's not doing any further damage.
Very uncomfortable.
And that
is this thing smelly?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. It smells like death. It smells disgusting.
Oh.
Well, hang on.
I
rewriting history.
No, you wanted to know if the area smelled bad, but I did mention when it breached, it brought up the smell of death when it like roared and breached out of the water. Watch the tapes. I promise. I swear to God. But that is its turn for now. We're going to go over to Wilgus.
Hang in there, Digby! And he's going to use his turn to pull Digby out of the White Death's grasp.
Ooh.
Yeah, what I'll do, I'll get you to do a strength roll with a Bane.
Okay.
Which is the same. Yeah, it's the same as if it was Digby trying to get out. So it's almost like you're doing his.
Can I help? Move.
You can, if you want, you can use your turn. Oh, well, he's already rolled 2 dice. Even if we took the better of the 2, unfortunately, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, okay.
So we won't worry about helping there.
Can I push it?
Yes, you can definitely push.
Hang on,
Digby. It will push me into the.
Wait! Before you roll in, did you want to use your turn to assist Digby? Sorry, Digby. Did you want to use your turn to assist?
Yes, I think I would.
Okay. Okay, so don't roll your push with a bane. We'll just take whatever the first dice is. So
With an advantage.
Nice.
No, you just-
And 3 bones coming up. So I just click the button to push, right?
correct.
Eh.
We'll take the first of the first number rolled was a 16, so that's not enough. You've struggled to try and free this creature, and Digby, you've used your turn to try and like squirm out as well, but it has been unsuccessful. What condition? What condition are you going to take?
Wilgus will take exhausted.
Okay. Who's up next? Mallory, over to you. You're underneath this creature. It's not pinning you down. It's kind of like it's knocked you down. You'd be able to use your bonus actions to like get out from underneath it. So I'm not going to stop you from using any of your actions.
Okay. Am I near its butthole?
You know what? You're pretty close to it. I don't know if you know the anatomy of one of these sea serpents.
Fish is
well.
a fish, right?
Fish are a fish.
So when you gut a fish, you stick the knife in its butthole and then you cut all the way up to like its chin. So I think Mallory is just going to try and gut this thing.
Yeah, I'd say if you're wanting to specifically aim for the butthole, we'll roll with a bane. If you're just aiming for anywhere on the side of it or anything like that, then just a normal roll.
Would you be getting extra butthole damage if you succeed? Is that why you would take a bane?
Correct.
Just unzip like a doll.
I'm not just going to make it harder and then that's it. There will be there will be a benefit to this.
Maybe because I was going to use ill temper, which gives me a boon.
Okay, well that'll even it out.
Yeah.
Just to a standard roll.
Just do ill-tempered, and then where's my knife? Knife, hunting knife. Okay, go knife, go.
Come on.
Unseam it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh yes.
Okay, do you want to describe just this attack on its butthole?
So she's remembering fishing, how you gut a fish, and so she's just like looking, following like that line that seafood has down the middle of its body, and then it's like, oh, there's the asterisk I'm looking for, and she just jams her knife in and tries to unseam it as far as she can up the belly.
You don't. It's got very thick skin. You get purchase into it, and you go to like drag it across its underside, and you don't get as far as you're hoping to do, but you do leave this enormous gash underneath it, and it screams out in agony. There's again the rotten smell filling this room, and it loosens its grab on Digby.
Its bowels. Loosens its bowels.
It loosens its tail from around Digby, and Digby, you get dropped down to the ground, and it is bleeding profusely from its butthole.
Am I
right
able
now.
to like just quietly also roll out of the way a little bit?
There's not much room in this little area.
Okay.
It won't crush you or damage you with its movements unless it specifically rolls for doing that. Okay, so don't worry too much about that.
I'm at least back up on my feet.
Yes, yeah, you're back. You can absolutely get back up onto your feet.
Awesome. Great.
That was a good move. I won't tell you the benefit of what that did quite yet. When it's turn, we will find
Smell
out.
worse in here.
Smell benefit.
White death now butt sore.
Digby, oh no, you've had your turn. You're just now lying exhausted and just getting your breath back from.
Do I get movement or no?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we'll let you get some movement.
You do? Well, will I be able to
actually,
move
sorry.
away?
So using your reaction uses the entirety of your turn. So,
so no movement. That's
no
all right,
movement.
okay.
You're just on the ground trying to get your breath back, but in between Kristoff and Wilgus. It is the creature's turn again, who is acting straight after Digby. I need to roll a d6 thanks to what happened to its butthole. It rolled a 4. So if the result is a 4 to 6, the beast hits itself instead of a player character. So we're going to just roll this attack and see what happens.
Why are you hitting yourself?
So with just like the freaking out with this pain, this unbearable pain, sort of from underneath it. Its tail and its head are now sort of like whipping and cracking against the rocks, and it tries to bite into one of you, and it just bites down into itself.
Oh,
It's Knob this time.
but feel sorry for it.
It does by sinking its teeth directly into its own knob. 5 points of 5 points of damage.
Bite straight through the banjo string.
They're in the band.
Where are we now? The goblins' turns. The goblins both Wilgus. It's not Wilgus. Grub and the Grub and the other one both shoot out with their short bows. First one just thuds directly into the face of this thing. Okay, we've got some enormous damage. The goblins
From Grub.
from both of the goblins. So they needed to roll a 12 to hit. One of them rolled an 11. One of them rolled a 10. The first one rolled 10 points of damage as this arrow shoots down the corridor
gonads.
and thuds into the face of this creature, right into its eye. The other one rolled rolled a 1 and did 10 points of damage. And on a roll of a 1, you double your damage. So that's 20 points of damage as this arrow like flies directly through another part of its head, but with such force that it pops out the back of this the area of this sea serpent. It like it's screaming, and there's like blood flying in all directions from both directions. Christoph.
Like a sprinkler. You get 30 damage
I'm looking
From 2 arrows, yeah.
I think we should resign. I think the goblins have got it from here.
Yeah.
I'm looking at kind of, I guess this look kind of like one of those wild, waggly, inflatable tube man kind of situations at this point, with blood and guts and excrement going everywhere. And I just kind of look up from my vantage point with my light warhammer. It sounds so brutal, doesn't it? And I don't like you, and I'm gonna get my warhammer on. Oh wow!
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Please, Adam, I want you to describe the final moments of the White Death.
Yes.
The White Death kind of arches its kind of body up and then slams down in an attempt to take Christoph out, right at the same moment that Christoph kind of swings the warhammer up to meet it and just connects with its head. And with all the damage in its kind of skull loosely hanging together, its head just kind of crumples inwards with a loud hiss and a screech, and then it just falls down dead right between Mallory and Digby.
Yeah, it is curled up. It's filling this corridor with its dead body now. And blood is slowly like seeping out of its carcass and mixing in the shallow waters around you. You can see the rope is feeding into its mouth, into this hook that is clearly still jammed up under its upper jaw.
Oh, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, eh?
What a hit! What a powerful hit with the warhammer!
Oh,
I'm gonna be pretty. Yeah, so it's all the warhammer. I think those arrows maybe loosened it up a bit, threw it off its game, but I really came in there with a warhammer with a mighty blow.
You killed it, and Mallory, you devastating damage to its anus. And it freed me thanks to you, so thank you very much.
can we bring our hands in and do that thing with the teamwork?
I'm not putting my hands in there.
Never mind.
The goblins are like
yeah.
running in
Right.
and celebrating and screaming about. They're jumping, sort of almost climbing over you, all of you, to get to it. And they're sort of like, it's dead, it's dead. They're like celebrating the death of the White Death.
You have to call it. What would they call it now?
The White Dead.
Oh, yeah. White dead.
The white meat.
The other way to me.
Yeah.
Mallory congratulates
lunch.
everyone. Well done. Especially you, Christoph. That finishing blow was beautiful. Now, where's my filleting knife? And she just starts on that.
Oh, you're not going to eat that, are you? The smell of it.
It does
I'm
smell rank.
Well, maybe we won't eat the smelly parts. We'll eat the meatier parts.
You can give me
I'm
a,
sure you could wash it off.
You can give me a hunting roll just so we can figure out how well you've sort of like figured the good stuff from the bad.
Let's see. Are we gonna? It's gonna be like what's the pufferfish fugu?
yeah.
Just like a dime-sized piece.
Oh, okay. We don't die. We
Yeah.
don't die. Yeah.
I'd say you carve enough out that fills up whatever space you've got, or as much as you wanted to take that you've got space for.
Excellent.
Use every part of the white.
While you're doing that, you notice there's sort of something else that's jammed in its mouth, and sort of inspecting different parts of it for what you're going to cut. You see, obviously, the hook in its upper jaw, but you sort of see a bit further back, just in sort of like where its tonsils would be if it had tonsils, is what looks to be this grimy old battle axe.
Oh.
That's the missing statue piece we're looking for. It's just in a strange shape.
It looks to be
like a
some kind of
toothpick.
weapon.
Just crawl in there and pick it out, shall we?
I'll crawl in. I'll go in. It's dead now. It's not going to eat me twice. Oh, Christoph crawls into its gob.
It eats him twice.
Lucky.
I know it.
You win some, you lose some. Yeah.
It's disgusting. You're like walking into its like where its tongue is and stuff, and it's not massive. It's not like standing size sort of walking. You're having to crouch over and sort of like push up against its the roof of its mouth to get in there. And you find this old battle axe. It's not in a great condition. It looks like it's decades old. Looks like it's been in here for a long time, possibly a century old. And it's a clear dwarven battle axe.
Oh, this looks familiar. Are there any markings on here?
Yeah, you polish off the handle, and you can see just engraved in the handle is the name Bothild.
I think this might have belonged to Bothild. I think Bothild's going to be right happy when they take back.
Oh, maybe she can dance for us. Good idea, Christoph.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Mulgus. I'll kind of reach the battle axe out, and how big are this thing's teeth? Could I extract a tooth and
You can
someone wear it as a bit of a?
that'd be decent size, like 5-inch teeth. 5-6-inch teeth.
I'll rip one out while I'm here,
Yeah, cool.
and I'm gonna wear it as like I'm in the Vietnam War. It's like a bit of a trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for
Sick
sure.
fuck. I am.
Just wear the whole creature.
Mallory might take one of the sharp teeth and use it like old ladies do with those decorative needles, hat pins. Close up
yeah.
just ta-da! Have a cute little keepsake.
Nice. Everyone's taking a little trophy.
I'm not going anywhere near that thing. Almost
You
killed
could
me.
you could take its severed anus as a bit of a chew toy.
I beg your pardon. I've
You
never
like your
chewed on
chew
an
toys,
anus.
don't you? You like your chewing things. Yeah.
It's that or the banjo string.
Yes, I think I'd rather have the bed. What? No, hold on.
Hey, we do have a donkey, right? We could dress this whole thing over the donkey.
The
And then
anus.
it could be the White Death that travels with us everywhere. It could be confusing for a lot of people.
I say we push it down into the depths.
But before that, we should take its head, because I'm sure that Maladuke would appreciate something mounted over her furnace.
And the goblins are just
Oh.
like, oh yes, they're like super excited about this. And they both like start getting out their little swords and start hacking away at the neck. They were just like, why didn't we think of this? And there's like cutting this thing off.
Wilgus,
why?
how much is a head like that worth, you think?
Oh, great thinking. Dog.
Excuse me?
Digby, you're quite right. If a tiny little bat head is worth 10, this must be worth 11s for sure.
The goblins start getting very protective. They're like, no, this is Maladukes!
Oh, also, just check if there's a little drummer in there.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, they
Be able to extract a musical instrument from its gut.
What other chances that the White Death swallowed the little drummer whole? Should we
Well-
investigate the guts?
Pinocchio.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Just with
Yes.
like one scar on his eyebrow.
Don't do it, Reagan.
Roll Monsterial Anatomy Delving.
let's have a
Beast
look.
lore.
Beast lore?
Hunting and fishing.
Yeah, mix of beast lore and hunting and fishing. You need both.
And bushcraft.
Yeah.
Let's go bushcraft.
Really?
Well, it's kind of like
Seamanship?
Least applicable one. But that's okay.
well, it's like
Seamanship.
seamanship. It's
Yeah.
you. I'm trying to think if it's you're specifically going in to try and find maybe spot hidden. I don't
Going
know.
deep into it, we can use swimming.
I'm going to say that it gets very the tube down into its guts gets pretty small and constricted
Acrobatics there.
pretty quickly.
Oh no, we can go in through the hole that we made in the stomach.
You can
Yeah,
just-
I was imagining we'd cut it open to find.
Yeah,
things.
so
You
there's
just,
guts
like,
everywhere.
fully-
We're not wriggling through. It's a elementary
Yeah,
canal.
okay, right.
Head
You're,
first.
well,
Well,
you,
I'm
did,
not.
you did to get the battle axe. I was thought like maybe Christoph is just going to continue his march.
Keep
Ever
going.
deeper.
Do you see anyone else down
See
there?
what else
I'll
is in
go in
there.
through via the urethra. I'm small.
All right, you cut. We'll just say you cut the thing open and spill all of its guts and intestines out, down, and now if it reeked of death before, the smell in here is indescribable as it mixes with the water and lots of his intestines and stomach just empties down into the depths next to you. There's no whole goblin found within this thing, just pieces.
Oh, how quick is this guy's metabolism?
No, I didn't say it was. It
Crazy.
didn't say you didn't find pieces. He's in pieces. You
Oh.
find pieces
Oh.
of this
Oh.
goblin.
But is the
Oh,
drum
no.
alright?
Yes, the drum's fine. Strangely,
Very
Grub's like
good outcome.
Grub can't believe his luck. He gets his drum back.
That's outstanding.
It's made by Nokia, of course it will be fine.
So the only thing that you really found, I mean, there was actually, I'll say that there were other remains that spilled out onto the ground as well. Numerous dwarven-sized bones, some orcish and some goblin, as well as the recently eaten remains of the drummer goblin.
Oh, do you think those are the bones of your dwarven ancestors there, Christoph?
I certainly don't want to think about it. I mean, I don't want to get into it. So it seems tasteless.
Yes. I won't chew on them.
Oh, you're more of an anus man, I've heard.
They're eyeing up that banjo. Yeah. Pretty sure what a banjo string is.
Don't Google it. I'd say with the head now severed and its guts open and all over the floor,
Sorry.
the goblins start to like just push the rancid smelling body of this thing back into the depths, and it, unless there's anything else you wanted from this body, the goblins are just going to push it back into the depths from where it came.
Would you guys mind if I got a new cape? Eh?
Yes, I think you should get a new cape.
Should we use the White Death's entire body as a
Oh.
new cape?
It's a bit
Well.
big. I mean, maybe if we were going for like a White Death dancing outfit with multiple legs sticking out of it.
Or an elegant wedding dress with a long tail.
Or a new tent covering Digby?
What
No one will
is
mess
kind
with
of
us if
what
our
is the
tent is-
texture?
It's
Is it like a slippery eel? or-
yeah, it's more like a slippery eel than like.
You want to sleep in
scales.
that?
It also stinks fucking atrociously. I think people are forgetting.
I don't think it's going in or outside of my tent.
I didn't want to not offer. Thank you. Let's,
Thank you, though.
Let's
I do
flush it down.
appreciate it. Flush it.
It
Whoosh.
gets flushed. Like one part of it falls in, and then just it whips the rest of it down into the ocean, and it sinks beneath the dark blue pretty quickly, leaving just ripples on the surface.
Well, good riddance.
And this head that these two goblins, Grub and this other scout goblin, are now holding up, and Grub is just kind of like, we'll be right back. And he just runs off with this goblin and with the head to deliver this head to Maladuke.
Whoa, hang on. I thought we needed to prove that we killed the White Death to Bothild, not Maladuke.
I
Got
think
the axe.
Yeah, I think the head was just a present to Maladuke. But I'm sure Bothild, seeing her axe, will remember the last place she had it. And we'll be fine.
It's always the last place you look.
It's always the last place that you look.
You know, when I did that
Legals.
ability to find the close, you go to
Treasure.
intersection and you find the closest treasure.
Mm.
Was that it? You think?
There's only one way to find out if that was it or not, and that's to do it again.
Okay, we'll move it over. We'll move the axe over to the other corner, and I'll stand on the corner, and I'll do treasure hunter. I only get to do it one more time, I think,
Okay.
or maybe twice.
You're just getting the feeling that there's more over to the east, that past that darkness, into the darkness, over that bit of water, there's treasure to be had.
Oh, what do you think?
That sounds good.
Fellow.
Okay. Mallory's gonna
Tourists?
paddle over to the other side and see what's going on.
Have you guys got? You guys have got like torches and stuff, yeah?
I have a lantern.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. What I will say, yeah. So the this the past that deeper section of water, which now you're swimming through it, you're like, oh, that's right, I'm swimming through like the blood and stuff as well now. However, Mallory's paddling and Digby's doing his doggy paddle. And this half submerged, it shallows off again, and you climb up onto the rocky floor. And this half submerged rock chamber is illuminated by the glittering stars above you, still there. It's part of the design of this. And
You wanted to say something, Crystal? Have I... There's something embarrassing on my vest?
You got a little bit of guts, Digby, on the. Wipe it off and you'll be fine.
He's just getting a little emotional because he's in the hall of his ancestors. Just give him a little space.
He
He'll
wants
be
to
okay.
hoik on the... on the stairs. Okay, well,
All right.
if there's nothing, then I'll...
We'll just continue into that area. The glittering stars reflecting off the water on the bottom. A stylized portrait of a female dwarf with a raised axe and a silver apple in her hand adorns a door of stone, whose arch is inscribed with glittering runes. The 3 severed hands are lying on the floor in front of that door.
What? Actual hands, not or carved hands?
No, like actual hands. They look old. Like one of them is practically mummified. One of them looks kind of dwarvish, another is quite humanish, and then another one is clearly, and this is the most mummified one, is actually the mummified one would probably be the dwarven one. The most freshest, a goblin hand.
Oh.
But it's all in front of this door with these this portrait and these glittering runes.
Has anyone seen any one-handed goblins?
What do the runes say? Can I give it a go?
Give us a languages roll.
It looks very pretty.
Yeah. You're not even sure they are runes, to be honest.
It's lovely. It's
Are they
beautiful.
dwarven?
They are dwarven.
Well, surely I can just read them normally then.
Yeah, I will let because you've already rolled for these runes before. They are dwarven runes, and we've shown that you've got a bit of proficiency on that. You're welcome to roll again if you want, if the chance of rolling a 1 or 20 to level it up later on, or we can just say you.
Oh, no, I won't risk it.
Okay, cool. It says across the arch of the doorway, it says honor, wealth, mother.
Is that a common phrase? Is it like live, laugh, love for dwarves?
No, it's not a saying that you're aware of.
Honor,
Wealth
wealth,
and mother.
honor thy mother, but instead of thy, it's wealth. Honor wealth mother. Who's the wealth mother?
They're 3 separate runes, so it may be a sentence or it may just be 3 words.
It's like a high school cheesy fucking.
It's a corporate logo. That's what it is.
Like Latin. Is there an order that your people would put these in? Do you think? What would be the highest of these 3? Your mother. Really? Better, higher than honor. Yes.
The female dwarf that's depicted in this portrait looks, now that you're looking at it, it is a very healthy young version without a big bite taken out of her neck, Bothild. The axe this portrait is holding up is the one that has been removed from the White Death, but in a much nicer state.
Christoph picks up the battle axe and kind of does that thing. In a movie, it would be like where the battle axe was in the portrait, and then I hold up the battle axe, and it's like, do you know what I mean?
Silhouetted with the
You know what I
camera,
mean.
Christoph.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
When there's the little tinkle.
My God, it's Bothild's axe. This is obviously a room very special to Bothild.
Can you give me a spot hidden roll?
Mm-hmm.
It's a hand-sized guillotine.
Oh wow.
Fantastic.
Incredible.
With a roll of a 1, you can sort of choose certain things. One of the things you can choose is that the next time you do a spot hidden, you don't have to roll; you just get an instant success. Or you can just decide that it looks cool, whatever it is you're doing. I think the former is probably the better one of the 2. But you succeed. You've noticed that the different parts of the portrait, so a section of Bothild, the blade of the axe, and the silver apple in her hand, they all seem to be pressure plates.
Just looking at this, do you see those 3 elements to this picture? They seem like they do something, and I think we know what they do. Pointing down at the hands, almost a bit fearful now.
They chop your hands off.
That's what I'm thinking, Digbeard. Nothing gets past you.
Well, I won't be touching those.
No.
Maybe you could push them with the handle of your axe. In case, like, people pushing them with their hand had a blade come down and chop their hand off.
It could be magic, and your hand pops off.
Could be that as well.
Because why would they just leave their hands here and nothing? They just run away and leave their hand.
What else did they do?
I would take my hand.
Straight to A&E.
Yeah. We could ask Bothild herself.
I think that's a great idea. We've kind of done her task. She might just give us the key.
Why don't we try get through this door here?
Okay. It's just. Yes. Is there an order? What order would you press these things in?
I would go in the order that it's written on the wall.
1, 2, 3.
That is how to count to 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Push the axe for honor, the apple for wealth, and then the woman for mother.
Was there a woman? Pressure plate.
The one holding the axe and the apple was a pressure plate as well. Bothild was a pressure plate too.
Right.
Wouldn't
Right
an
into her
apple
face.
signify fertility?
We've got honor, wealth, mother.
Yeah, the axe is honor.
Uh-huh.
From the game For Honor from 2012 Ubisoft.
Yeah.
The apple must be wealth.
Why would that be wealth?
It's silver.
Because it's not woman.
Oh, because it's
There's
silver.
already a woman there. And it's a silver
Okay.
apple. Yeah.
Use your dwarven
You're a wealthy
arms,
woman.
Christoph.
My dwarven arms. Take my strong arm. So I guess you push on each of these pressure plates in order. This is like Mist or Riven, but higher stakes.
Maybe use your offhand.
Who? Oh,
That's a
hang
good
on a
idea.
minute.
Use your banjo
What?
string.
Why don't I? Why don't I?
Don't
Why
use
don't I
that.
take the old dwarven hand and kind of like get the
That's cheating.
shaft of the you know what
The
I'm saying?
femur.
Okay, it's good motion there as well.
The shaft of the battle axe and wedge kind of the old dwarven hand on the end of the shaft, and then I'm going to use that to push the pressure plates like I'm Howie Mandel using an ATM machine.
I love that idea, Christoph.
You're using the newly found battle axe, are you?
Yeah,
Is that
but
the
turned
one?
around.
Yeah, just like, yeah, okay. I just
Yeah.
didn't-
So you're holding the blade.
Yep.
And when it
By
gets knocked,
But by the up near the top of the
Shaft.
yeah.
yeah, I didn't want to say it, Race. I've got my limits. I'm not sitting here talking about bloody getting into its anus and chewing on its banjo string.
You did say shaft about
I'm
5
not
times
using the
before
word
while doing
shaft.
this.
Yeah.
This
I
is a
think it's gonna be
confusing
shaft.
line, I gotta
Nice.
say.
All right.
Anyway, so I
What-
get the hand
yeah.
and the stick.
Tell me everything Christoph is going to do.
I'm going to try and put
A&E.
the hand on the upturned battle axe
Mhm.
handle. Then I'm going to use that to press the pressure plates in the order that it's written on the thing, with the representations being honor for the axe, wealth for the apple, and mother for Bothild.
Okay.
I'm going to press them 1, 2, 3. However, I'll just say if some shit goes down the minute I hit the first one, I'm gonna run.
Okay. All right. So you've got your little hand on a axe mechanism. You're standing in front of this portrait, and you angle that hand over the axe. Is that right? And you just push it in.
That's the plan.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna roll.
It's been great adventuring with you, Christoph.
I feel like this is the right thing to do.
This axe just slams down from the ceiling and then retreats back up, severing the hand and the end of the axe.
All right. Well, I won't be doing that again. Maybe they
actually-
all need to be pressed at the same time.
Wait, has Christoph had his hand cut off with the axe on?
just
No,
the
the plate
hand
hand.
that was on the end.
For some
the-
reason,
my
he put
gosh.
an old hand on the
the
end
old
of it.
hand
Okay,
on the end.
okay, cool. I
But
was
it has just snapped off cleanly where its wrist was, and,
Oh.
has chipped off a bit of the axe.
That's taken some value from it. It was priceless antique. You okay?
Good job, Christoph, thinking ahead like that.
I'm
Are you alright?
a little bit shaken up. I don't think I'll be trying that again. Who was talking about going to see Bothild before? That sounds like a great idea.
We do have one more scout we can use.
The two goblins have returned with have hit run off.
We have to go get him.
Christoph, I thought you wanted to just do this.
Digby, where you are at the moment as well, you're seeing like a little crack in the wall with water sort of flowing through it. You're shining your lantern through, and it just clearly leads back to another
Oh,
area.
could we fit through there?
It might be a tight fit, but yeah, you could probably make your way through if you didn't want to swim through that deep, the
Awful.
depth of the
The
water.
chum.
I've just this moment had an idea.
Oh, yeah.
What if we push the 3 buttons at the same time?
Would lose 3 hands once.
That makes a lot of sense, actually, doesn't it? Because most people have 2 hands. Making this task.
Not for long.
Or maybe
This-
we need to use our feet. Because we only see severed hands, not severed feet, so feet are immune.
You've got the
Yes.
measure smiths.
Or use your head.
Yeah.
How about we get some of this big rock debris things, we put this into the way, and we just trigger that axe from the ceiling on purpose. It'll smash into the rock and kind of like ruin the trap. And then we just pop open the door like it's an old pantry.
Yes.
Two different approaches here, aren't there? One
You
is
can
quite
pick.
logical and sort of sounds like it might be more in line with the adventure as it was written by an author, and the other is sort of clubbing your way through.
Look. To be fair, there is a system we haven't used yet in this game, which is called improvised weapon, which is where wherever you are, you can look around for something to use as an improvised weapon. And there are cards where you take a card, and that is the improvised weapon that you have found.
Well, here's the good thing, right? You didn't lose a hand then. You lost an ancient hand. But if you found a stick, I think you could probably press... You've got two other options there. So 50-50 chance of which is the first one to do. Because I think that Bothild probably came in here in and out by herself without using her feet and two hands at the same time. So it must be in order, right?
Can you describe the picture again in great detail, please?
It is a stylized portrait of a female dwarf with a raised axe and a silver apple in her hands, adorning. And this portrait adorns the door of stone with the runes in an arch above it. The arch runes say honor, wealth, mother, and the blade of the axe, the apple, and the face of Bothild in the portrait are all pressure plates.
Well, what would you say? What was the most important thing to Bothild? Being a mother? Whereas you've pressed what, honor first?
Because it was written first, yeah.
Yes, but let's say what's the most important thing to Bothild? She would press
Apples.
being a mother first, and then honor second, and then apples third.
Maybe we should go ask her questions about this still.
Is there any
she's
sticks
just,
around here to push the thing?
What we'll do is we'll take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
And you guys can think a bit more about how you'd like to approach this while we take a little 5-minute
This
break.
is a real head scratcher, isn't it?
Think about what
Ask
you've
the
done.
person who's close by who built this entire place, or keep trying to lose limbs.
Yes, I don't know who would have
Smash
suggested
that
that.
door.
Do
How about we craft a small battering ram? We run down the hallway.
Dive down to get the body of the dead serpent.
Yes.
Yes, that was the key.
That was the key all along. You guys defeated that way faster than I thought it was going to defeat you.
Yeah.
Goblin power.
Thank you, goblins.
Hot damn.
Yeah, but that honestly, every time you guys landed an attack, you guys did good damage. It was just the fact that it was stopping your guys' movements quite often with stuff and hurting you guys a lot.
Yes.
Seeing it roll 2 1s was very satisfying because I thought that was Digby gone.
Yeah.
Mm.
What happens if you go to 0 HP? Yeah.
So if you go to 0 HP, you're in a dying state, which is a little different to D&D dying state. You're still sort of awake. You can still moan, and like I think alien you can crawl.
Rally.
I don't know if you can crawl on this one, but you can rally, which means someone else can rally you to your feet, or you can try and rally yourself to your feet, and you can keep fighting, but you still do death saving rolls.
Oh, and you need 3 death saving rolls? Or...
Yeah. If you succeed 3 times, you like get 1 HP back.
Right.
So until you have 1 HP back, you are invincible.
For 3 turns. And you could probably die again, I think.
You
What if
can't
you get
do like
hit?
a round rest and just like breathe through it.
Round rests only return willpower,
Willpower.
not hit points. You guys are
Oh,
testing
forgot
me
about
on
those.
my Dragonbane knowledge. But I believe if you're in a dying
Cheeky
state and
stretch rest.
if you're rallied, I do want to have a look at this actually. So let's say you've taken damage
To the wrist, perhaps?
Took a wrist?
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm just looking for Rally. Who's Rally? Hunger, cold. Oh, the one thing I haven't done in this that I probably should have done, but I haven't done, which was getting you guys to roll for cold. I haven't done that. There's no point starting now. You don't record negative HP, but if a single attack reduces your HP to a negative score equal to your full HP, your player character dies instantly. So you were on like 1 HP. If he had rolled another 12, I know that would have been, you would have been fine because of your armor. But yeah, you would have been pretty close.
Without armor,
yeah,
it's like a 1 because he did some big damage. Or like, imagine if you got hit by a goblin for 20, I'd be dead.
Dead.
Well, maybe I'd be okay with his armor, but normally because I've only got 9 HP.
Yeah, it was just purely because they rolled, or that one rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find something in regards to like what happens if you get hit while rallied.
Yeah, because it seems like why wouldn't you rally?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the thing is, it's a roll, so it's not, you don't just choose to rally. You got to roll successfully to rally. So yeah, so either someone else has to roll a persuasion roll. They got to be within 10 meters of you and within earshot, and they can persuade you to rally and keep fighting, which is just, that counts as an action. So they use their action to do that. Or you can use your action to try and rally yourself, but you roll against willpower with a Bane. So it's much harder for you to rally yourself. So it's like, you can do it, and you succeed on a persuasion roll, or it can be, I can do it, but you've got to do it against your power to live, basically.
Can you have multiple Banes?
Yes, you can.
You can.
Yeah, you can have multiple Banes, you can have multiple boons.
Oh, so like you roll 3 dice and you pick the lowest one.
Yeah.
Or the worst one.
Highest.
Yeah. And so, but if you guys ever think your characters deserve a boon, let me know, because I can.
Yeah.
You have to be able to explain other than.
It makes it way easier for us.
Or
in
bribe.
combat if we have
bribe.
boons.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
99% boons, I reckon.
Loot box.
Oh, okay. We have to.
Boon?
Yeah.
It's a Bane. Oh, dang it.
Oh, that was a good fight. We're all good. We're all ready to go jump back in. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hold on. Is that your banjo? You're playing the banjo string there. Ding, 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 ding.
We are standing in front of this stone door with this portrait of Bothild holding a battle axe with a silver apple in her hand, with 3 hands and a bit of broken axe handle on the ground. What's everyone thinking? Digby, what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, I wanted to go see and ask the owner of the axe and the owner of this door what she thought. What's the password, basically. But I don't know.
And
I just want to keep pressing buttons.
It's clearly obvious no one's been in here, and to the point where obviously Maladuke is not even trying to get them to open it.
Does anyone want to have a bet? Let's go find out with what's her name, Bothild. I reckon it's Mother, Honor, Wealth. What is it? And I'll bet 1 gold piece.
Did you say 1 wrist?
1 wrist piece. What do you think it is? Press all 3 buttons at once? Or press it with your face?
Mallory, how do these adventure puzzles normally go?
Good question.
Well, I haven't really come across them since before I met you, gentlemen. So seems to be down to the mentality of the person who puts it here. So it could be that we ask her what her preferences were for wealth, honor, and her mum. Or she could be big into teamwork and want 3 people to hit it at the same time. I do notice that the hands,
Team
though
building
they're
exercise.
yes, which is kind of what we're all about, really, isn't it?
Mhm.
But I did notice that the hands on the floor are in different states of decomposition, so it looks like they weren't being used at the same time.
That's a good point. We could ask her about this stuff without letting on that we found her cupboard.
Yes, I do
True.
find that women prefer that you ask what they think rather than wild speculation.
Hmm.
We
could-
Strange.
Just
Yeah.
just
That's a good-
as like a mention, the last, I know it was a couple of weeks ago, but she did mention if you're welcome to her treasures. Remember, she did say you're welcome to her treasures if you could bring back proof of this the death of this creature.
Oh, let's head off then. You know,
You could,
and we can ask her if there was some dirty old dwarf that tried to get into her stuff all the time and point to that hand. Who owns that hand?
we can.
Handsy the dwarf.
Reese, were you saying that we could ask her, but surreptitiously, and sort of not let her know that we'd found her stuff?
We could. I like suggesting stuff, both very poor options and adequate options.
Mm.
We could do a quick fire round. Who likes their mother best? And I could say, well, of course, I do. And then we can see what she says.
Who's
but-
leading this
Very
group
obvious,
of
isn't it?
maniacs?
Would you like? If you had the choice of your mother and some money, what would you pick?
Why are we fucking about trying to come up with like a weird way to do? Why can't we just go in and say,
I'm squeezing through
found
this
you-
crack.
"We found your door. What's the code?"
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye.
Digby's taking his lantern and going through this small crack in the northwestern part of this room.
It's been nice adventuring with you, Digby.
See you later.
Yeah, let's go ask her. I'm down with that if you guys are.
Yes, that's great.
Okay. It's not too long before you're back in front of Bothild. That familiar blue glow in this shaft of that sort of goes all the way up and all the way down, like this old mining shaft. And her ghost is sort of still just sort of floating around. She's looking at her ghostly nails, bored, clearly still bored. And she hears and sees the light coming through. And she's like, "Oh, you're back. How'd it go? There's a bit of kerfuffle out there."
We certainly are back.
I
And there
hold up
was
my
quite a
tooth.
kerfuffle. Christoph.
Do the dance.
No. We found something that we thought might belong to ye, and then I'm going to hold aloft.
All of that sass and sort of attitude that you've been getting from her just drops as she sees that axe, you holding it high, and she's amazed you found it. Oh my God, it's my axe. Did you? Well, my remains still in there?
Oh my God, we'll have to get a forensic scientist in to look at your remains, love. But it'll be long digested. You'll be long shut out the other end.
Right. Okay.
But there was some bones. There was some dwarf bones in there.
Yeah, there were lots of remains, but we weren't. There was no sort of "Hi, my name's Bothild" name tag on anyone's vest, if that's what you're after.
Well,
But yeah, we killed it.
Christoph,
I killed
quick, cover the handle. She might see that it's damaged.
Oh, yeah, I moved my hand to hold it in like a super unnatural way.
right at the very end, it's very heavy, kind of in your hand. Yeah. She says, "Well, I am a dwarf of my word. The axe is yours. You're welcome to my treasures."
This axe.
Yes.
You said we could keep this axe. That's what we get for killing the White Death.
And all of my treasures.
Oh,
And
my
I-
treasures.
And I did tell you that I would let you know where one of the statuette pieces could be found.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we all remembered that bit, that's for sure.
That's the important thing. That's why we're doing this.
The only one to have ever made it past my door and into my treasure hold was a troll.
One-handed.
Was a troll who ignored all of my treasures, save for that statuette piece, and took it far, far to the north to a spire that glitters in the moonlight. That is where you will find your statuette piece. But for the treasures behind that door, I have no need for them anymore. If you want them, I can tell you exactly how to get in and get them.
Right, well then,
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
we'd love that. That would be amazing.
Speak the runes over the door while pressing each in turn. Speak honor and press the axe. Speak wealth and press the apple. And then speak mother and press my face.
Do you mean your ghost face or the one on the door?
The door one, the painting one. Don't come all the way back just to...
His
That
voice
would be very
activated.
secure. It would be 2FA if you had it actually the ghost face.
Well, I mean, what else can I offer you?
well,
That's...
we'll be wrapping up here then, Bothild.
Do
What do
you
you
speak
plan
it
to
in
do?
English? Or Dwarvish?
Either works for this
Or
puzzle.
not English?
Incredible.
Common?
What foresight.
Bothel, we've got an opening as a scout.
My time
our
here
army.
is done.
Wait, before we
Do you
go,
want to stay with us? You could be
how
our
could how could we
company
kill
ghost.
Marmaduke?
You've
could we
bested the
defeat-
White Death. My time here is done. Oh, you have
No, but you must keep
released
it down
me
there,
from
you
this
must
mortal
know.
world.
We miss
Looking after
you.
that.
Don't leave
can-
us.
Quick, Christoph, put the axe in your mouth and you'll come back. That's what
She's
finds
gone.
you to this mortal plane.
And she just
I left
fades.
the blade.
She fades away after however many years of haunting this specific part of the mine.
Man, we have renovated the fuck out of this place. Now there's only one thing to do, a Ron Brierley-like asset stripping of the last bits of value before we let the place fall into disrepair forever.
I'd like to turn it into like Hanma Springs.
Expensive tourist spot.
Get some chalets.
Should we go back to that door?
Yes.
Oh, well, it is a bit
Onwards.
far, eh? Should we just not worry?
I am scurrying very fast.
I can tell it quickly leaps across that sort of deep part of the water.
Treasure.
Back now in front of the door.
Digby,
I
just
will
remember,
supervise.
ghosts always lie.
You might be right.
Should we debate it for about 20 minutes first, perhaps?
Please, yeah.
We do as she described.
Who's doing it?
Hansy.
Hansy the dwarf.
Hansy the dwarf. Christoph, you do it. It's your kinfolk.
Oh,
I've already
guys,
fucked it up once.
I'll,
I think we're
I'll,
good.
No.
I'll do it. I've already got arm bandages.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's only fair.
They're just missing
I've
some
got
blood.
braids. Mallory's got
Okay.
feathers. Like she could slip, or it might not register on the pressure plate because of the
Goes to
delicate
push it,
feathery
just goes,
touch.
Over onto the ground.
and remember,
Okay.
enunciate.
Okay. Wilger steadies himself, shakes out his anticipation, rubs his little enlightenment headband, and then says honor clearly, pushes the pressure plate, says wealth clearly and pushes the apple, and says mother and then pushes Bothild. as she described, with very little problem.
Yeah, there's not much of a reaction at first. There's no axe coming down to hurt your hand. Your hands are fully attached. And then there's just a shaking and dust. So it falls down from the sort of the creases around this door as the stone door just slowly lowers down into the ground. And you just get hit by the smell of damp algae and emptiness as this door slides open or drops down. A sarcophagus is standing upright in the far corner of the room behind an altar of white stone inscribed with half-finished runes. The dwarf woman from the door is also seen on the lid of the sarcophagus. The floor, before you walk into it, the floor is made up of tiles with stylized mouths, hands, eyes, and feet, and littered with masonry tools.
Odd.
Oh, there's
interior
heaps of
decorating.
stuff in here, guys.
Can I just...
Masonry tools.
Oh, because they're still making
Like-
it.
Yeah,
Like
there's,
axes and
some of those runes were unfinished, so just the type
Chisels?
of tools. Yeah.
a few
It's like
chisels.
my own bathroom. Unfinished.
Smelly, damp.
Littered with eyes and feet and
Sarcophaguses.
Yeah.
Bodies.
The imagery is very old, isn't it?
Yes. But have you just walked in?
Oh, Christoph.
Oh, I thought that was the point.
That's okay.
No,
Keep moving.
in
go right ahead.
We've got 10 minutes of chatter easy before we walk through this door.
Give me a D4,
Oh, no.
please.
Oh no, this was a fucking error of judgment. 4.
Okay, so I'm just going to
Best
assign
number.
it to. So there was mouths, eyes, hands, and feet. The 4 was feet.
Is this Dwarven Twister?
Oh,
That's so good.
I'm just going to say you're just walking in, right? So you put your foot down, you straight down onto a foot tile with a foot on it. Nothing happens, so you continue walking, right? So give me another D4 as you take another. Where are you heading first? Are you heading to the altar, or are you heading for the sarcophagus at the back?
I can't see the whole room because there's not a great light source. So I'm taking literally like those 2 squares in.
Okay, 1 second. It's
I
I'm
don't
not
think
going to be a
my
dick
light
about
is
it and say,
turned on.
"Oh, I only took 1 step in." What are you talking
okay.
about? Definitely would have taken more, but
okay,
not a full whack.
1 second.
Maybe
Just
30 steps.
do you see some more stuff now?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
over to the right of the room.
All right, we'll say you take one more step. Give me another D4.
My eyes fall out, don't they?
You
It's
just,
another 4.
without even thinking, you're not even looking. No, you're not even aware that this is occurring. Just you're making your way across the tiles, on the foot, on another foot tile.
fucking Mr. McGill over here.
Now the rest of you don't know there's anything that he's rolling for stuff. This is just so. But you obviously there was some reason.
Come
you
on
guys
in.
didn't
My
walk
feet
in.
feel fine, that's
I think,
for sure.
All right, what we'll
Wilkes
do?
walks in.
Oh, Wilkes. Okay, Wilkes, give me
Yeah.
a D4 as well.
You walk using your eyes, don't you? Famously.
Maybe I should stop.
2.
Which is an eyes tile. So your foot sort of comes down onto one of the tiles next to the foot tile. Again, you don't even notice it, but there's just this sound.
Both
And
your eyes are poked out.
like a wolf.
Feet shake terror.
a dart just shoots out from one of the walls and straight into your side, like doing 6 piercing damage.
Wilkes!
What I will do, you feel free to give me an evade roll.
I won't evade.
No?
You won't.
No. Like, Wilgus has seen his mate walk in, no problem. He wasn't expecting some traps.
Yeah.
He'll just take the arrow.
Give me a spot hidden.
Okay. Fails.
you're just looking. You got no idea where that came from.
Oh.
Digby and Mallory. Let's go to Mallory. Well, Mallory, the doors opened up.
Mallory
Two of
was
them
on.
have just walked in.
Yeah, Mallory will be super suspicious because the last sarcophagus we went up against was booby trapped, and she almost got darted. Except that, was it Wilgus? Was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, let's check this out. Is she able to check it out, like
Yeah.
from the door?
Give me a spot hidden. Give me a spot hidden because you had suspicions that this could be trapped, and obviously Christoph walked in, nothing happened. But the moment Wilgus went in, he yelped in pain, and he's like looking down. He can see this old stone dart that all you can see is the stone part. It's clearly got some sort of blade on the other end that's sticking into him.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
I think it's just a dwarven room.
Oh,
18.
you
Can't
rolled
really
with
see anything.
You can push it if you want to try and push it, but you are rolling with a bane. You must have a condition on at the moment.
Yeah, I've got a condition on intelligence rolls. Where am I going to go? I'm going to go. Let's put a disheartened. It's like.
Are you going to push?
Yep. It's like, we've just defeated the monster, and now this other stuff's happening. Come on, eat. Even worse.
Yes, nope. You two just are not sure. Wilgus has sort of spun around, so you're not sure which angle it came at him from.
Oh dear.
What I will say is it's very clear looking down that he is standing on like a tile that has eyes on it, and over Christoph, you've heard the yelp from Wilgus as well. You've spun around. I don't know if you've pieced anything together, but Mallory, you see that Christoph is standing on a feet tile. It's the same for you, Digby. I think you'd be picking up on this as well.
Wilgus, Christoph, I think it's safer if you put your feet on the feet squares.
Oh, screw that room, guys. I'm out.
Yes, come out here, sweetie.
Christoph, you're looking down at the ground, and there just don't seem to be any more feet tiles between where you are and the sarcophagus. It's just hands, eyes, and mouths.
You know how I rolled that 1 for spot hidden earlier?
I do.
I'd like to engage my super spotting. Not with 2 bone-handled knives on the stove.
And half a Coke bottle.
Absolutely. You see Wilgus move out. You look down. You see the eyes that he was standing on. His feet there. You're looking around. You notice some small holes in different sort of scattered around the wall. And above each one is either a symbol of mouths, or like a mouth, or eyes. Above each hole in the wall.
But no hands.
No hands or feet.
Interesting. Wait. There's around the walls. I think I know where that dart came from. And I relay the whole holes and grams there.
I think Bothild was a bitch. She didn't tell us about this. Look.
Yes, you're right about that.
Life juice out of my waist. We should set this place on fire.
What do you think the hands
not while he's in
would
there.
do? I'm already in here, and I think I may have cracked some sort of code. Is it safe for me to use my hands, do you think, to touch anything? Or should I just fuck off right out of here and we go, you know what, the treasure wasn't that great after all?
It does sound like, yes, hands. But do you have to walk on your hands?
Of course.
That would seem unlikely. or if you're Wilgus, the most sensible thing in the world.
I suppose they're just pressure plates, aren't they? And there's no holes above the hands symbols.
No,
that's what they want you to think.
Just holes under eyes and mouths.
I don't know. I'm not good at adventuring, guys. So
can I dab?
You're dabbing.
Can I dab my toe on a hand tile Is there
Sure.
a hand tile near me?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
going
Like,
to get half stabbed by a.
Like
Oh,
you're
like
just
you
trying
sound
to
like a-
keep your. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. Yeah, yeah. I'll let you do that.
whoop. And like the more nothing happens, the more I like leave my foot on the hand tile.
Yeah, cool. So nothing happens, and then nothing happens. A little longer, still nothing happens. It gets to a point where you've got your whole foot now on it, and you're pushing like a little bit more each time. Nothing's happening.
You've done
Well, I
it.
can walk. It's hands or feet. That's the way to get around this wee joint. Can I get up to the sarcophagus on a hand or foot tile?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Great. I want to inspect the sarcophagus.
On the lid of the sarcophagus, it's the same sort of stylized portraiture of Bothild. And it's closed up. It looks like it could easily have the front of it moved away.
I'll do that then. I'll just jam my sword in the little crack of the side
Yeah.
and just try and move it to the side. Although I have heard when they unearthed Tutankhamun, they reckon a lot of them got sick. And that's why they all died, not because of the curse.
Oh.
So I'll hold my breath.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Legionnaires' disease.
What you find inside, and this is a new thing that we haven't done yet. What you find inside are, if you look at the bottom, I'm dragging out some treasure cards.
What?
Ooh.
What you find inside is a silver necklace worth 2d6 plus times 5 silver coins. So roll
Times
a,
5.
give us a 2d6, please, and that is the cost of that, or the value of that. 35.
Seven.
35 silver coins. You find a dagger dripping with poison. And if you give me a D3, it'll decide whether it's a lethal poison, a paralyzing poison, or a sleep poison.
I can't give you a D3.
Give me a
Mine-
D6 and then divide it by 2.
2 then.
Okay, cool. That's paralyzing poison on that. There's a shield. Give me a D6 and it'll explain how big and awesome this shield is. Okay, sorry, it's armor actually. It's a great helm sitting inside the sarcophagus. And if you give me another D6, you find a small coin purse with 10 silver coins.
Bad news, folks. She wasn't loaded. I think I'm gonna pocket the silver necklace. Out of view of the party.
Okay, I'll give us a sleight of hand.
This is be hanging out of his fly or something when he comes out.
Oh dear me! Drop it on the floor. Go to pick it up and kick it towards the door.
Just fall on a hand and a mouth and a eye.
Christoph holds it up to the light of Digby's lantern, gazes at it, and then twirls his mustache like a bad guy and opens his coat and puts it in the pocket.
For me, he says.
I'll be stiffing you, I do.
I like it. It's more of like he tries to do it subtly, and he thinks it's in the pocket, and he lets it go, and it just falls onto the ground. He's like It's like looking around.
Yeah.
Fuck! Oh god! Trying to put it back in his pocket.
Just dangling from the back of his back.
Trying to step on hands and feet tiles.
He doesn't realize that
I
it's
didn't
not
even
hidden.
need it.
But you've kind of that's what's in this little area.
Wow.
Have we made enough money to cover the deposit and cost on Badonkadonk?
Oh.
I don't think we have.
Oh no.
Like,
Well,
we've-
that's 45 silver. How much was it? Do we need to... I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, might have to go back to the books to figure out how exactly that is. Look, I'll worry about that when you get back to Outskirt, right?
if
Yeah.
Thank you.
Should you ever get back to Outskirt.
so, Christoph, what do you see in there? Is there a dead bitch in there?
Jesus. So misogynistic. No. No, there's no dead bitches.
No, she was inside the Great White Death.
I don't believe anything she says.
That's why this wasn't finished.
I know, because you hate women. That's why.
She shot me beyond the grave. That's what she did. And what
I
we
agree.
did
She
was
should have
save her.
warned her.
Hands and
Thank
feet, you're
God. I didn't
safe.
realize I was adventuring with like a men's rights
Oh.
activist.
I don't know.
By the way, how's Digby feeling, by the way? He's got like 1 HP, right?
Oh, he's not good, but he's rallied, as they say, thanks to seeing all this silver, and that necklace that's just falling out of Kristoff's pants.
I think you guys all see past, over that altar, into that sarcophagus, you can see just like this dagger, the helm. It's, yeah. I don't know what you guys have room for, because at the moment you're probably all going to be
We got a
filled
donkey.
up, right? Yeah. So you might have to start figuring out what's going to be stuck on the donkey and what's going to be swapped
Oh
out
my God.
and utilized.
I thought the dagger with the poison would be useless, but we could use that on Maladuke.
I like what you're thinking, Kristoff. Oh,
Isn't that our ally?
Yeah, she's an
Well,
ally. She's on our side. We just gave
for-
her a giant white
I
death
think-
head.
I don't even think Whitehead. I don't even think this is metagaming, but even in this world, I think our party would be like, how many gruesome orc warlords do we know in the world that end up being the good guys?
Well, your guys' knowledge of orcs would be fairly limited, because where you're from, you wouldn't find orcs. They would just be
But we must-
stories.
I know, but like I don't know any. There's no way to
There
know
we go.
this.
Oh my god!
There we go.
If you're tuning in,
I've never-
we're about to get like very racist right now. So
Now
thanks
we've
for
got,
joining us.
Say-
we've got misogynist, and we're
I've
moving
never
on.
met like a grizzly bear, but I know that grizzly bears are like often like bad news for humans.
Sure.
we did fight heaps of goblins earlier.
But these are a little more
Those
sentient
goblins helped us,
and probably a little more not human, but they a bit more conscious than a grizzly bear, right? So there's more to them.
You not remember the skull headpiece?
She did have that was from a fallen foe.
Yeah.
But then she was really like understanding on our side. She
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
Quite
She
incompetent.
was mostly like, who is this in my cave? Oh, you're
Yeah.
here to help me. Okay, let me give you these people to help you.
All I'll say, there's no right or wrong answer to whether or not you want to kill her, right? That's totally up to you guys. All I'll say is this is the only orc you've ever met. Any of your characters. Any of your
Killing
characters.
is different.
This is it.
But he's red books. He's read literature.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not sort of saying we should wage an outright assault.
Right.
I'm more
Just
saying
stab
that
her with a poison.
I have a feeling this is going to go bad, and I think we need a paralyzing poison
Yes, I
dagger
mean,
up our sleeves.
yeah. If she turned on us, right?
Yeah.
We wouldn't
Yes,
be the ones to turn
that's
on
right.
her.
I mean, if well, hang on a minute though, there's going to be an impasse. Pretty
Maybe
fucking-
I will take the poison dagger and keep
I
it
think you
safe.
should. You
And
should
then if we need it,
take it out of my hands. How about I just give it a quick test to see just how paralyzing it is?
Yeah, you should have fallen on it when you did
No,
this.
But let's play this through.
Uh-huh.
Currently, Maladuke has one of the statuette pieces.
No,
right,
she doesn't.
as a
She didn't
bomb.
take our one, did she?
No, she
I
gave
thought
it
we
back.
had two.
No, we do.
We
have
had two, and she took one.
And she gave it back.
Oh, she gave it back.
She handed it back.
Yeah.
Right.
You've seen that
Okay.
we have one.
Even that aside, she's after the same things. She's after the same things we are.
Yeah, to
So what?
open up
If we're gonna
the.
go- We're going to go back and be like, "Oh, good news."
everybody's after the same things we are.
From what she has mentioned, she's not even interested in the Umduman. She just doesn't want Azrahel Cole to get these pieces. That's it.
She wants to kill those guys. That's her goal, not the treasure.
She just doesn't want the pieces of the statue to get in Azrahel's hands. That's it. That's all she has said.
And she's got a
Oh.
pizza oven.
Yeah.
Resistance to be prepared to kill the orc warlord. So that's fine. I'll leave it there.
Currently, they've been very helpful. Those goblin shooters did
She's
30
like-
damage.
She's just like right behind you this whole conversation, just listening in.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get. Oh my god.
Grizzly bears.
You're
We're
right.
talking about grizzly bears.
Should we go and see them? Not stab them. Because we were just told that there's another piece to the north, a sparkling spire.
Yeah, let's have a look at the map to see if we can find exactly what that might be. How do I move you guys?
Guys, while we're looking at the map, can I have that helm? It's pretty cool. Or does someone else want it?
You suit a helm.
Yay!
It won't interfere with your little emblem, will it?
It kind of will, but we'll figure out something, perhaps.
Put that on the outside.
We could, like, min-max it and have Digby have the helm. He'd be damn near impenetrable.
I'd be the ultimate fighting force that can't do any damage.
You'd be like a furry tank.
Yes.
A furry taint.
Tank.
Oh, okay. Tank, right. So I've brought the map up. All you've been given was a troll spire, a troll living in a spire that glitters at night.
That's
Few
got to be
spires around.
the picture of the bird on the west.
Oh. That kind of spire. Like
No,
a
that
mountain
was-
spire.
That was a dumb idea.
Could be.
I don't see too many spires apart from that big eagle. The Magna Woods. There's some steps that lead up to a thing, and then there's a tall thing with what looks like a Nazi emblem at the top.
Oh, here we go. What's happening
I'm
with
just
this
saying,
character?
in Indiana Jones.
We really want to go there.
Are we talking about this one? With the sparkles?
No,
Or
it looks
is
like
it
a nondescript windmill.
The one
this
in the haunted
church spire?
marshes?
We
Is
could
it church
check them
spire?
all.
They said to the north, so where's the haunted?
I'm talking
so
about this
won't
one.
be over towards the haunted marshes. They just said far north. You guys are currently here. Bothild just said far north.
North of
Oh,
us.
this Nazi one's on the far right, ironically.
Is it Nazi-ish? Let me zoom
Hey,
in.
look at that little eagle
fella
there. Eagle's
That's the-
nest.
That's the dragon symbol.
Mm.
Oh,
But
it
that's
is.
okay.
It's the horns.
Valkyries.
What's in the far north? That thing? And then the Mirror Lake. Mirror Lake sounds quite reflective, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. Yeah, it has a tower.
As a tower? I wouldn't call that
Okay,
a
it's
spire.
obviously not there then. If you, it's a what?
Well, no,
Museum's like
Mirror-
I've never heard of that place.
We've mentioned Mirror Lake numerous times. Who remembers what Mirror Lake was in regards to?
Definitely I do.
Okay.
But how about we head north, we kill the spiders, we go to the ruins, kill them, then to the sparkly watermelon place, and then to the spire, and we kill them too.
So you're just talking about like just heading north.
Heading north with a paved way of enlightenment.
Yeah, and at night time we can see if we can see any sparkles.
Yeah. Like, it was a
Oh,
troll,
yeah.
right? They'll have footprints. Mallory can track footprints from ancient trolls, I'm sure.
Yes.
And it would have been carrying a piece, so it would have been even heavier, making bigger footprints.
Oh my god. That's the actual eagle's nest, isn't it? Here.
What do you mean actual eagle?
That's America.
What, has there been a figurative eagle's nest? Is there something in your
I think
literature?
Adam's still in his Nazi paraphernalia.
Yeah.
That was the
Here we
name
go.
That was the name of Hitler's bunker.
Was it?
Not all of us have that like on the top of our heads.
Well, I thought that's fairly
No.
famous, wasn't it?
We don't all read
Was it?
Mein Kampf.
Yeah, I was going to say, how expensive was your copy of Mein Kampf?
Oh,
First edition, signed by the author.
oh, just been cut off from Twitch. That's strange.
Yeah.
Whoever circled this spire or put this pink arrow on this spire, that is a spire
Yeah.
in the north. Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We've got to get out of the load first. But perhaps when we get out of the load, if we look north, there'll be something at night that twinkles that we could see with the naked eye.
Yes,
true.
If only someone had just said that.
Fuck, sorry. I was too busy thinking about the eagle's nest.
We know.
Should we go back to Maladuke first and let her know what's happened? We haven't talked to her since our victory. She's probably got weapons and armor and a small army for us.
Yes.
Good idea.
I agree. We should go visit her.
Mallory, disheartened from all of the racism being thrown about in the mines tonight. Let's see.
Somebody woke up on the supremacist side of the bed.
Let's kill them all.
Oh, Digby, finally you're waking up. I love it.
Wait, I was being facetious.
Oh, grub.
Maladuke is like looking looking at this head of the White Death, and she's so like just taking it all in, and she's like asking the two goblins, "And you killed this by yourselves?" She's asking of the goblins, and both Grub is like, "Yes, the arrows, we killed this thing so easily." And then you guys walk in and Grub's like, with a little bit of help, maybe a little bit of help.
Ah, grub. You're still alive. With that cute
not for
little
long.
head.
How did it go? Maladuke turns to you and asks. Did Bothild give you any information? Did she speak to you?
Spilled her guts, man.
God damn her.
We couldn't shut her up, but I think that was because she was a dwarf, I was a dwarf, plus there was some dancing.
Here we go.
Did you try dancing? Did you do any dancing?
It was pretty good.
Jig.
Why would I... So dancing did it?
Yes,
Oh my God.
dancing lightened the mood, and then we were able to sort of progress from there.
So tell me more. What did you find out?
Nope. Oh, sorry, adults talking. I'll just quiet down.
Maladuke like takes a few steps towards you all, hearing like a negative response. I will ask you one
there's no
more
negative
time.
response. Well, thanks to your support,
Fucking poison dagger ready.
yeah, thanks to your support, Maladuke, and us working together, we were able to kill the White Death, even though I was almost killed, down to 1 HP. Yes, but your Gob over there and his friend, they assisted with some light damage.
It's like
and-
high-fiving each other.
And the other three of my companions, they did massive damage to it, while I distracted it. It took the brunt of its aggression, and as you can see, it chopped its head off and tore its anus, and
Maladuke
sent it
turns-
into the depths.
Maladuke turns. You didn't tell me you got its anus. We could have feasted tonight.
Oh,
Oh, I've got
I-
some meat right here, and I hand over the fillets.
Perfect. Maladuke motions to Grub and Gob to like send the fillets over towards where the rest of the meat is by the furnace. And she looks at all of you. You guys are just drenched in water and mucus from this creature and blood. And she just beckons you over towards the this forge, this furnace at the back. She says, "You must be freezing. Please warm yourselves."
oh yes. I'll just curl up next to the fire here.
Can I have a little duck bath in the water to the side?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Please, right ahead. And then while Mallory's sort of washing herself off and Digby is curled up in front of this fire, Maladuke walks over to you, Christoph. And of the statuette pieces, did Bothild have anything to say about that?
Yes, actually. We were told... Sorry?
I was just going to beckon you to continue.
Right, I will continue now. We were told that another statuette piece lies to a glittering spire in the far north, which is where we'll be headed next, to vanquish our common enemy, you know.
I know the place. And so she says there's a piece there.
Aye, you know the place.
And I can trust you to go there and obtain that for us.
What do you mean for us?
With you.
As in, our cause.
Yes, the Truth Society.
I think she means the number 4, because there's 4 of us.
Oh, were you confused of the number 4?
All the time, Maladuke.
I'm confused now.
Yeah, was it?
What happened? I just wanted to... What do you mean for us?
4.
Get the piece for us. Who's us in your mind, Maladuke?
The ones who are trying to stop Azrahelkoth
Oh,
from
yeah,
obtaining
yeah,
the
yeah.
pieces.
Yeah, but you don't sort of expect us to hand deliver you all 4 pieces, do you? You just want them kept out of Azrael's grasp.
If you obtain them and can prove they can be kept safe, then sure, I just thought if you could have an army holding on to them instead. The forces of the orcs and the goblins to ensure
Get the fucking poison dagger ready, boys.
Mallory has taken the dagger and is,
Yeah.
is hiding it from Christoph.
Once you have found the 4 pieces, then we can discuss who shall bear them. 4 scrawny adventurers, and she's like looking at all of you, or the might of the orc war group.
War group?
Group?
You've called yourself
Group?
the war group, have you? That's interesting. Have
Difficult
you
to tell as well.
Right there. You chose group.
Have you...
I'm not fully
Into
up
the-
to date with common. I'm just picking wrong words. Sorry.
Have you
It shows.
that's convenient. Have you spent much time up at that nest of the eagle north of here?
Nope. Should I have?
You tell me. Just you seem like the sort of person who might be interested in his hanging out at the eagle's nest.
I heard you guys going on about that. God damn, I wish we could move on from this.
It's called a dog whistle. Which I don't enjoy. even though
13
I'm a dog.
boats arrive every day, Maladuke.
Now,
We gotta cut that.
I'm lost.
I don't know what that is, but that doesn't sound good.
Maladuke.
Yes, go.
Oh, yes. Seeing that we could kill the White Death with just 2 goblins, I am hoping that you would agree that we can surely have 40 goblins.
No. I promised you 2 goblins and grub. I see only 1 goblin and grub.
And the White Death is dead. That has been plaguing your entire country for decades.
Now
some
who's choosing the
generations.
wrong words, huh?
I'm a scholar by trade. That's kind of what I do.
A micro country like the Vatican.
That's it. Country makes it sound pretty big because that's all you know. Because you're
Monaco.
20 goblins. Final offer.
2 goblins. Final. And she towers over you. Offer.
Mallory, with the old. You ready?
You'll
Okay,
have your cart like you demanded, and you'll have 2 goblins with you. Grub and 1 other.
Can we at least name the other one?
He has a name. Good God.
Why do you just...
Colonizer.
I just hadn't picked him yet. Oh my God. We're not animals.
Okay.
Okay. I don't really like how you guys you keep saying that we're four scrawny little creatures and you guys are the best, even though we had to get rid of your own monster. So let's be nice to each other. We're all on the same side. Where exactly is this glittery spire?
Yeah, Malduke asks you to open up the map that you've got and points to that glittery spire with that someone drew the little yellow lines around.
You're right, Wilgus.
That's probably the last time I'll ever be right, guys. So let's remember this one.
What can they say about it? Is there any information they know? I'm sure there's the map. No clues. No. There's like a specific thing I need to be finding. Rumors. Here we go. Oh, okay. So what she will say is, when the moon is full, you'll be able to see the tower glittering like a silver spire to the north of here. This magical tower, no doubt, for none has yet found the way to it. Some say it's home to an age-old alchemist who long ago incurred the wrath of the Dragon Emperor. She hid from Aladane in her tower, where she concocted an elixir that gave her everlasting life.
And you see, this only comes out in the full moon.
Well,
Is that what you said?
that's when you can. That's when it is seen. That's when it glitters.
It might still be glittering in the
glitter.
dark. We just can't see it.
It's clearly magical, since no one has been able to find their way there.
Oh.
Interesting.
10 goblins.
And
Final,
we heard that
final.
a troll took the piece off to the north. Any idea how to deal with trolls if it's still alive?
What are you wanting to know?
Well, I've never seen a troll in real life. Have you seen one, Mallory?
No, but they can't be any less reasonable than orcs and goblins. I'm sure they're lovely.
Oh.
I'll say that you guys have probably actually give me a myths and legends, Digby.
Okay, I'm not very good at that. I have a 7 and I rolled an 11.
Okay, I mean you've probably heard what most people have heard in that case, and that they are there's just heaps of stories of cruel, black-hearted trolls that are shared to try to keep children in line. That's the extent of what you've heard.
Oh, I was asking the Melody
Yeah. I was
she knew about.
just setting like what you.
Oh yeah,
might
I don't
already-
know. Yeah, just I know the fairy tale version.
Malduke Malduke mentions that they're terrifying beasts, like even to orcs. They're as large and as massive as moving boulders, great tusks, sickly yellow eyes, and they can be exceedingly dangerous to encounter if they're in a bad mood.
Any top tips?
What's something?
Can Wilgus roll on myths and legends to draw up what he knows from his scholarly pursuit?
Sure, yeah. Give me myths and legends.
No, I just did one of the pictures.
You really liked the pictures; they were scary. I say Melody just says they're very hearty creatures. If you don't damage them quickly, they'll likely heal before your eyes.
Oh, they keep healing. I'll write
Do you
that
have
down
any
later.
trebuchets, Meladuke?
I reckon that is where we'll call it for tonight. Gives me a good chance to set up. We might start the next session with whatever Meladuke has sort of given you guys to on your way. You know, so you guys are heading off with your donkey, the cart, and some goblins. And if you can talk to me during the week about anything else you think Meladuke might have given that isn't too crazy or extra, then I can be persuaded there as well. But let's play the XP game.
Hooray!
I always got to find it. Did we get many 1s or 20s tonight? I think we got a couple, right?
I got a 20 on my language check.
Ah, that's right. And we got a spot hidden.
I got a 1. I got a 1 and a 20
Yeah,
at
nice.
various points.
Oh,
Cool. All right. So, did you participate in the game session? Get a tick next to one of your things. Did you explore a new location?
The new room with
I'd say
the
yes
choppy.
for that. That's
Yeah.
I'll allow that one. Did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries? Hell yeah. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force? That's a hell yeah. And did you give in to your weakness?
I want to have a nap right now. Was it?
I think he would. I don't know if that's weakness or if that's 1 HP talking.
Yeah, we'll
But-
do it twice.
Damn.
Okay.
7 things that I get to
Whoa.
choose
Holy
tonight.
shit.
Let's start with you then.
That's outrageous. I'll
That's
try and rip
great.
through this. Acrobatics, I'm trying to get better at. 20. No, sorry, I got to scroll
18.
down. 18.
Which
Still,
is-
that's good.
Yep. Boost that up.
Hooray. Cool. Evade is the next one I'm trying to go. Oh, I've got a 12 over a 9, so I get
Nice.
a bit of a boost there too. This is going very fucking well. Persuasion. That's commentator's curse. No, nothing happening there. A 3. Sleight of hand. I've got a 14 here. I just
Good
think
luck.
it would be cool for this one to get better. Nope, that won't be happening. So that's a 5. Spot hidden. Nope, it's a 7 out of 13. I wish I hadn't said, oh, this is going so well. And then the last 2 are weapon skills. I'm going to try and get better at the hammer. I'm a 14 here already. Nope. And swords, I'm a 12. Nope.
All right.
Let's start-
We started strong.
Very strong. That's
uh,
fine.
Let's go to Digby.
Okay, I've got 4 things. Evade.
Oh, you rolled 2
Oh.
dice, but the first roll was higher, so that's good.
All right. So that'll go up to a 12.
Nice.
Spot hidden is a 14, and I rolled a 10. So it's not.
That's not.
Knives, a 13, and I rolled 15.
Now, the
Yeah.
first roll was a 10, sorry.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Got excited. And then slings is 11.
You definitely go up with a 20.
That was
Nice.
a 20. All right.
Turns
Okay,
into
so
a
that's 2
shotgun.
things.
Yeah. Moj. Let's have a look at Mallory.
Hey, let's see. Bo's got to beat a 17.
Ooh. I thought this was it.
Oh,
I'm hanging out for it. It's like,
Hell
come
yeah.
on. Evade, beat a 14. Nope, that didn't work. Uh-oh, it's nopes tonight.
Mm.
Healing, bigger than 11. 3,
Oh, no.
no. Languages.
Come on. There
Yes.
we go.
Beating an 8.
Alright.
Great.
We got one
Okay.
level up.
And one more is spot hidden.
Ah,
Nope. Nope.
Okay. And Wilgus.
all right, well, I guess it's going to try knives. Nope. Let's go awareness. Nope. Let's try evade. Evaded that success. Let's try healing. No.
My gosh, this was a bad night for level ups. There's the breaks, unfortunately. I was really hoping that I was going to see bows tick over into 18 and a heroic ability get rolled out, but maybe next week. Thank you guys for playing again. I'm very happy that you guys took out the White Death.
The White Death.
That was very cool.
Yeah, I thought we were going to die.
Oh, I 100% thought that Digby was going to die. Like, absolutely. And it wasn't looking good for everyone else. So I was like, yeah, this is going to be a very interesting session. But it got turned around promptly. Very, very promptly.
Yes, we got lucky there.
Some big hits.
Yeah.
How weird is
1 out of 20.
We can't let the goodest boy die.
What was weird? Sorry, Adam?
I thought what was going to happen there with those really good rolls from the goblins is that the goblins would end up taking the glory of killing the White Death. It would make us feel very non-hero-y.
That would have been hilarious, though, because then they would have just gone straight back to Malduke and told them how amazing they were. They did anyway.
Yeah.
But it would have been truthful, unfortunately. But no, you guys did awesome. I very much enjoyed the dart to the side that Wilgus got as well. There was, I can tell you now because you're not going back, but if I was hoping that Wilgus was just going to like put his hands on the altar, because then he would have had like a spear in the side as well.
Oh,
so there was like, there was another deathly trap in there. That would have been a 2d8 damage. Yeah. So that would have been, I was sitting there going, come on, because I thought Wilgus would be the one that would just like get back in there and touch more things. So yeah.
How lucky was Christoph just wandering through the trap?
yeah.
Blindly.
Dude, just hammering on things.
Dancing his way through.
Dwarven instinct. That's what that is.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll be back next. We will back next week. I know you had another date, Adam, that you said you were away. I don't know if that's still a thing.
I'll catch up with you during the week.
Okay, cool. Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you guys. Thanks to everyone in the chat who came and watched. Very much appreciate you guys being here. Come say hi in the Discord if you haven't already. Most of you guys in there at the moment are in our Discord, so hi. If you're not, come say hi in the Discord, and we'll see you guys all next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Bye.